What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be teaching you a card trick known as mental thought. Let's get into it. Now this trick is a little difficult to do without having an actual spectator here. So I'm going to play the part as a spectator and a performer. So now as a performer, I'm going to give the deck to the spectator, have him or her shuffle the deck, and also think of a number between 1 and 10. So now once the spectator is done shuffling, I'm going to turn my back around and have them take a look at the position of what number they picked. So for example, if they pick the fourth card, they're going to go to the fourth card, 1, 2, 3, 4, take a look at it and remember it. In this case, it's a Jack of Spades. So once they take a look at it, they're going to put it back in its original location. And once that's done, the spectator is going to tell the performer, I'm done, the deck is back on the table, and the performer is going to turn back around. Now at this point, as a performer, I would say, I don't know what location your card is in or what your card is. But I do know it's between 1 and 10. So I'm going to take off the top 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just to make it a little more difficult, I'll take off a couple more cards. Just like that. So now your cards should be somewhere close to the center of the deck. And now as a performer, I would ask the spectator, what number did you originally think of? So the spectator would say, in this case, 4. So now as a performer, I would say, I'm going to count to 20 starting from your number. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that is your card, the Jack of Spades. So I know the performance may have been a little confusing since I was the spectator and the performer, but hopefully as we break it down, it'll become a lot more clear. So actually in the beginning of the trick, what I found to be most powerful is I give the deck to the spectator, turn around, and give them instructions from there. So once I'm turned around, I ask the spectator to give the deck a nice thorough shuffle. So of course, that's what they do. And while they're shuffling the deck, also have them think of a number between 1 and 10, but of course not have them tell you. And the reason that they shouldn't tell you will be more clear as we go along with performance. Now once they have that number selected, you want them to take a look at the card at that number. So in the performance we did number 4, let's just stick with that number. So the spectator is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, take a look at the fourth card, King of Diamonds, put it back in its original location. And you're telling all this to the spectator while your back is still turned. Then tell the spectator to put it back down on the table or hold it in their hand or whatever situation you're in. Just take it from there. Now once they're done with that, you're going to turn back around and grab a hold of the deck. Now one of the most important things that we have to do for this trick is reverse the order of the top 10 cards. And the way that I do this is I tell the spectator, now I don't know what number card you picked or what number you were thinking of, so I'm going to just take off the top 10 cards. So now instead of counting the cards like this, where I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I count off by peeling the cards one at a time into my right hand. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this way now all the top 10 cards are reversed and we're covered for whatever number they picked between 1 and 10. But the ultimate goal actually is to bring out 19 cards into this hand. And now you don't want to count off 19 cards like how we counted off the top 10 cards, because then they think, why 19? This is a very random number that you picked, and there's probably some trick behind it. So we want to count off 19 cards but not be very obvious about it. So what I like doing is I like counting off either 2 cards at a time. So either 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Or what I did for the performance is I did 2, 3, 3, and 1. And honestly, I think that's probably the most effective way, since you're not doing the same thing over and over, like 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I think doing 2-3-3-1 or 3-2-3-1 will be a lot easier. So I think one thing that would be very good is to practice pushing off multiple cards at a time and knowing how many cards you've pushed off. Right, so now at this point there should be 19 cards in this pile. And of course, as you push off more cards, you're just going to tell the spectator, I'm just pushing off more cards to make it a little more difficult for myself. So now once you have the 19 cards, remember the top 10 cards are in reverse order. Once you have these cards, you put them back on top of the deck. Now from here, I'm going to tell the spectator, I'm going to count off to the 20th card. But I don't want to make it seem like I know immediately I'm counting off to the 20th card. I make it seem like I'm kind of coming out of 20, I'm thinking of 20 out of nowhere. So I like to say, so let me say I'm going to go to the 20th card. So something like that, so it doesn't seem that I'm going directly to 20, but I'm thinking of, you know, possible numbers to pick and I just randomly pick 20. So that's what you want to make it seem like. So again, the spectator doesn't think, why is this guy going to the 20th card? And at this point, you ask the spectator, what number did you pick? Because I'm going to start from your number and count to the 20th card. So let's say, in this case, the spectator had picked 4. So we're not going to start from 4. We're actually going to start from 5, right? The number after 4. So if they picked 10, so if they picked 10, we'd start from 11. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And if it worked correctly, 20th card, we have the spectator's card, the King of Diamonds. So there are a lot of cool ways you can perform this trick. I recommend starting off this way, and then as you do it for more people, you'll pick up your own way of doing it, because if everyone does it the same way, it's not really going to be as much fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this card trick, and that's pretty much it. So that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you guys liked it, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my social media links down in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video. Welcome to the end screen. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, because subscribing is good. Thanks for watching.